What's up, Marvel fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we have another cool installment of our Marvel Signature Series. And another fantastic, amazing, spectacular Spider-Man. Guys, being a museum, let's bring this guy in a little bit. Being a museum, we want to go after really only the best, the high quality, the most beautiful figures that we possibly can find on the planet. And I am a huge, huge Spider-Man fan. So we want to add as many beautiful Spider-Man figures to our museum collection as we possibly can. And this figure really crosses all of those boxes for us. Condition, beauty, just pristine, exciting, different. All of those boxes are checked with this beautiful Marvel Signature Series Spider-Man. And this is the black suit version Spider-Man. So that's how we will refer to him throughout this video. He's the black suited Spider-Man. And for all of you comic book buffs, and collectors and enthusiasts and Spider-Man enthusiasts, we kind of know where the black suited version of Spider-Man came from. 1984 Secret Wars comic book was the first unveiling of the black suited Spider-Man suit, and the comic book world went absolutely crazy over this suit. And then you had some people that, you had some detractors regarding the suit. Some felt that they shouldn't have tampered with the original suit. But you have to understand, in 1984, it was a new day and age for comic books, and Marvel, being Marvel, trend-setting and taking new leaps and bounds in creativity, decided to give Spidey a makeover, if you will. And boy, did they ever, with this beautiful, beautiful black version of the Spidey suit. And this suit came by way of, for the most part, of his old suit during the Secret Wars, sustaining a lot of damage and rips and tears. So there was a machine that you could just sit up under and think about what you wanted as far as a suit or repairs to your outfit or whatever, and it would make it happen for you. Well, Spider-Man got underneath this think tank, if you will, and thought real hard about his old suit, and a black orb appeared. And he said, "What is this?" It was no bigger than probably a marble, a large size marble. And it became attached to him. And as they say, the rest is history. And this is what you see. And I think the book said, through the chaos, a hero is reborn. And they have this beautiful drawing of Spider-Man decked out in this amazing, fantastic black suit version of himself. Guys, what do you think of the black suited Spider-Man? Do you like him? Or do you like the original? You know, in our museum, we have a ton of Spideys, and we've done reviews on, you know, from our Iron Spider-Man, because, you know, Spidey has went through a lot of changes. Then you have our black version, and then you have our original version. And it's just a matter of, you know, what version of Spidey and Spidey suit you really like. But when I was a kid, really back in 1984, it was a no-brainer for me. The black suit was just awesome. Man, it had so many capabilities to it. So it was a no-brainer for me. Gorgeous, beautifully made, beautifully done, simple but yet elegant and striking. We look at the spider logo on his suit. Absolutely beautiful. Let me get you some close-ups. The collectors love the close-ups. And you have all of this black, and then you have the black mask on top of that. Beautifully done. Let's turn this box around for you. Give you some side shots here. Get you a blown out shot. There's Spidey and all of his action poses, and it just, the black suit just popped off the comic book pages for me. And that's just a side shot. It's like, here's a beautiful, get you a blown out shot here of the back of the box. Absolutely fantastic. To me, Marvel was just killing it in 1984. They were just hitting home run after home run. Beautifully done, and they're giving you the backstory on how he came by acquiring his new suit. If you want to pause your screen and you can read that. Fun facts there. Let's get you a year. 2006, Hasbro. Hasbro was just on top of its game with this Marvel Signature Series. And like I said, I can't say it enough. I am absolutely hooked on these Marvel Signature Series action figures. There's our Spider-Man, Green Goblin, Doc Ock. There's our other Spidey. You saw the video on him. There he is right there. It just depends on what Spider-Man you like. You know, what version of the outfit you like. Let's turn our black suited version back around. Let's bring him down a little bit here. The collector, I give the collector and eBay seller a lot of credit for taking beautiful care of this box and this figure. He came beautifully packaged, protected, as if it was arriving at a museum, which it was. Because that's what we do. When we send things out, we really make sure we package it very carefully. These are artifacts at this point in time. You're talking about a figure that's over a decade old. Still, this is factory sealed, and it's more of an artifact to us now. It's a collectible, but it's an artifact. We are a museum, and being a museum, You know, we look at all of these beautiful pieces of history as artifacts that tells a story of another day and age. And this is just beautiful, guys. And there's our Iron Spider-Man, and this the evolution of Spider-Man has just come so far since Spidey's creation, if you will, back in the 1960s. He's come a long way, and we weren't quite certain if we were ready to see Spidey change, and the black suited version of Spidey did that for us. He ushered in a new way of thinking about comics and comic superheroes and how they are perceived when you alter and change things about them. And, you know, especially when you go after the original versions. It's like, with, you know, when they were messing around with the Coca-Cola, they changed the formula from Coca-Cola. We didn't like it. Some people like the original. Most people like the original. And that's the way they felt about Spider-Man. Some people liked the original. They wanted that original flavor. I could attest to that. But yeah, I think I was 13 or 14 years old when the black suited Spider-Man came onto the scene. So to me, he was the very essence of cool. Sleek, mysterious, and beautifully done. But guys, don't let us sway you. What version do you like? And let's see if we can get them all in our picture, our line of sight together here. What version do you like? The Iron Spider-Man, the black suited Spider-Man, or the original? You make the call. You be the judge. One thing's for sure, though, guys. Anytime you want to visit these guys, just tune into the M.I.B. Master Museum channel here on YouTube, and you can visit these guys anytime you want. Our doors are open 24/7. Just for you guys. Guys, we want to thank you for hanging out with us today in our museum. We're off today. We're just relaxing a little bit, and we wanted to come down to our museum and put together some really cool videos for you, for your viewing pleasure and enjoyment. You know, we want to test the boundaries and the limits of what cool action figures really are out there. That's our quest, our never-ending quest to locate the hard-to-find action figures, the rare action figures, the cool, exciting action figures, and I never heard about and seldom talked about action figures. So we want to kind of do all of that. Guys, you know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.